Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another live stream. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking. All right, so you guys already know what to do. As you come in, bang on that like button. Make sure you guys share the video out. All right. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that bell. All right. As you guys watch the video, if you're watching on the replay, please make sure that you guys leave a comment or two and help your boy out. All right. Also, if you guys would like to help support the channel, you know your boy is trying to become independent. Hit that link in the chat to join Patreon. You guys already know about how Patreon works, so check that out if that is something that you guys are interested in. All right. So remember last stream, we were talking about Lil Nas X, right? Lil Nas X talked about how outraged at black people and black people's homophobia. If you guys remember that, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Now, everybody knows that one of the things that Lil Nas X wants to do is he wants to merge genres. He likes to intermingle with and associate with and create country music, right? Now, I find that fascinating. I'm curious as to who invited him to that party because, like most, it's invite only. Shouts out to Carla Lockhart. What up with it, Carla? Good to see you as always. Now, there's an ongoing legacy of anti-black racism here in the United States. It's ingrained. It runs through the country's veins. It's part of the DNA. A lot of people are ashamed by it, as they should. I mean, I'd be ashamed of sucking a social safety net dry since the inception of the country. I wouldn't want to talk about that either, like Ron DeSantis, if that was my legacy. But the facts of the matter is that it is. And instead of building a better legacy of correcting the wrongs, these same people want to sit there and act as if they didn't exist and then attempt to create silly and corny concepts when they are the face of critique. Well, guess what? You're the face of critique. How many white people are involved in black sports, black business, black art forms like hip hop? Right? Now, shouts out to my man United Ronin. What's good with it, bro? Shouts out to Freedom Queen. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't know that TD had put out a video. I'm gonna have to check it out. Shouts out to Val. What up with it, Val? I have to say that from here on out, every time I do these videos, I'm probably going to lose a lot of subscribers because I'm going to take a different approach and I'm going to talk about the reasons why I think racism exists. One of the reasons why I think racism exists is because the other human groups on the planet who do not exert racism as a cultural form have allowed the one group that created it, weaponizes it, and continues to use and benefit from it. No one has X'd that process out, and no one has provided that group of people consequences for doing that. The only thing that occurs is that people are so cowardly. The way that they want to deal with it is they want to try to come to the United States and pile on to the anti-black racism because they're too knock-kneed, buck-eyed, and scared to do anything about it. Now, in most cases, not so much today, not so much now, because people are starting to go about their affairs a bit different. But in most cases, black people are guilty of always trying to make a way of melanating somebody. I talked about how I felt about that whole Umar Johnson thing. I thought it was kind of embarrassing the way that that was handled at large. People had an opportunity to point out the fact that the white woman was using the people of color trick bag, and instead they tended to talk about things that they make videos about Umar Johnson about all day, every day. So I find that fascinating. I'm trying to figure out what part of code that is. And again, I'm somebody that is completely on the opposite ideological spectrum from Umar. So I found that interesting. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm trying to figure out what part of any code that is. So what I want to show you guys is what I like to show all the time. Shit that white people say that they don't do with them in the act of doing it. I bring Exhibit A. This guy, Patrick Howley. Is anybody familiar with Mr. Patrick Howley? Shout out to my man D-Buck over there on Twitch. What's good with it, bro? I agree. If you guys agree with United Ronin Networks, give me a thumbs up in the chat. If you disagree, give me a thumbs down. Now, I want you guys to hear something. Okay?
This award show was really kind of a train wreck. There was a chick who was co-hosting it, and they said that she tested positive for the Rona. So let's take a look last night.
I know all of you were
I don't know who this black guy is who's hosting it. It's supposed to be country music. No offense. I mean, y'all have hip-hop and basketball. You know what I mean?
You hear that? I want you guys to make sure that you hear how this white guy is emboldened to talk about black people. I mean, this dude is just literally announcing there's white people that pop up all over the place in black, areas, tops, shooting people up. You know what I'm saying? Usually, in most cases, even when they're about to kill you, white people aren't met with that kind of, vitriol. I think that we need to start behaving towards them the way that they behave towards us. One of the reasons why they're so emboldened to do this is because they're always the ones who are ballsy to just say this kind of stuff, which is one of the reasons why I say the harsh things that I say. And as you guys can see, when it's returned, they can't take it. So I want you guys to pay close attention.
This award show was really kind of a train wreck. There was a chick who was co-hosting it, and they said that she tested positive for the Rona. So let's take a look last night.
I know all of you were
I don't know who this black guy is who's hosting it. It's supposed to be country music. No offense. I mean, y'all have hip-hop and basketball. You know what I mean? It's like, just fly with your flock, bro. Not against you, but you're up here being like, the melanated people invented country music.
At the CMT,
We was making country music in Wakanda before Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard done stole the black man's country music. It's like, all right, bro. It's so angry. There were so many black people there, sorry to say, but like so many black celebrities who have nothing to do with country music. And it's like, why? No disrespect.
This is your average white person. This is, like Eminem said, white America. This is your Tucker Carlson. This is your Sean Hannity. This is your next door neighbor when you're not around. This is normal American behavior. I need you guys to repeat after me. This is American culture. American culture. Hence why this was talked about in the genre country music, because country music is about white people talking about how much they love their country that they stole.
To the funky brothers of music. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire, Run DMC, etc. But I mean, like, country music's different. Country music's different. It's not Wakanda.
Country music's different. It's not Wakanda. Country music is for us, like those gun rights, like those constitutional rights. Country music, you know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, it's because you're low IQ, low impulse control, and you're responsible for all the crime in the United States. White people. Shouts out to my man Rain King. What up with it, bro? Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, if everybody can smash that like button, we have 11 people watching. If everybody smashes that like button, we'll have 15 people watch, or we'll have 15 likes. So make sure you guys smash that like button. Now, here's my question. Is anybody surprised by this? I mean, this is part of the American culture. Literally, many immigrants come to the United States and behave like this and adopt these exact same sentiments. This is America. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Country Cast. Today, we are going to take a look back into one of the most controversial moments to ever take place during the CMA Award Show. And this moment involved one of the greatest country stars to ever do it in this genre, the man himself, Mr. Alan Jackson. I'm going to take you guys back, but only a few short years ago, to the year of 2016 on November 2nd.
Shouts out to Miss Black D. What up with it? Now, I want you guys to pay very close attention to this, all right? Pay very close attention.
When the CMAs were celebrating their 50th year running. On this particular night, since it was the 50th anniversary of the CMAs, there was an expectation that they were going to showcase and highlight many icons, living legends, and the history of country music. However, many fans and artists became upset throughout the night when it seemed as though the show's original focus got lost and transitioned into highlighting pop music during the 50th annual.
So these white people were outraged by Beyonce, who's damn near, you know, the white people like to say this, you know, if Beyonce was super duper pro-black, they'd say, well, she's damn near the color of us. I mean, she's damn near the color of us. Well, this pop singer, as they say, who is damn near the color of you, was there and you're outraged. But if Beyonce had said she didn't want to fuck with this because this is nothing but a bunch of racist mayo, they would have said that she was being racist. This is woke. This is what woke is. This is white woke. Anytime you critique actual events that white people do and they can't handle the critique, it's woke. This is woke, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Woke 2.0.
CMA Award Show. The Dixie Chicks took the stage and were joined by Beyonce. Now, what was interesting about this is that the CMAs initially made it clear before the show that there would be no cross-genre acts taking place. So even
now, what I find fascinating is that no other genre of music excludes other people. But country is for whites by whites, just like the country. Hence country music. Hence why you see all of the inbred sediment. These people, when I tell you that these people can't help themselves, I mean, you're looking at it. This is the NRA ilk.
with prior rumors circulating around before the show, it was still a surprise and seemed as an upsetting experience to many, including Alan Jackson. During the Dixie Chicks and Beyonce's collaboration performance, Alan Jackson had reportedly walked out. It does not seem as though Jackson ever publicly spoke on his decision to leave that night, but according to Saving Country Music, a manager based in Nashville who was also in attendance that night, watched the whole thing unfold and shared that Alan's response should be a message to country traditionalists. That manager at the time said,
to country traditionalists. Now, I need some chat room participation. What do they mean by traditionalists? That's fascinating because you hear that when it comes to the government. Oh, you know, we just want our traditional values. You mean how much you traditionally value racism? Is that what you mean? Is that what we're talking about? We talking about an ongoing family legacy of anti-black racism? What are we talking about here? So, like, my question is for those people who say that white people don't collectively behave like this, my question is, what do you consider this? I mean, this is a literal genre of music. This is a collective of musicians. And nobody said anything about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 13 people watching and we got 7 likes. If everybody smashes that like button, we'll be right where we need to be at 20. So please make sure you hit that like button.
I think it was a flat performance overall, and a lot of industry people I have talked with were not impressed for a variety of reasons. The overall show was great, but in my opinion, that seemed out of place and felt forced. It just didn't fit the night to me. Celebrating the 50 years, and the Dixie Chicks seemed like her backup band on it, without enough of a real shout out to them. I was sitting behind Alan Jackson, and he actually stood up from the front row and walked out in the middle of the performance. So I think that spoke volumes for the traditional, real country acts. Alan Jackson has never been afraid of standing
For the traditional real country acts. When they say traditional, what do they mean by traditional? So now what we can do is when we hear them in politics talk about traditional, we know that traditional is equivalent to white. Shouts out to Tia to you. What up with it? Shouts out to my man AB Promotions. What's good with you, bro?
up for traditional country music and its icons. This is definitely a moment that will live on as a part of Alan Jackson's story in country music's history. So, guys, we would love to know your thoughts on this and maybe your thoughts on the current affairs of country music. But that'll be all for today's video. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button down below. Turn those notifications on as well so you never miss out on any breaking updates.
So I think what we're going to be doing is I think we're going to be paying close attention to this channel, because why not? That's what I think we're going to be doing. So you guys know Abba and Preach, 2 of my favorite YouTubers. They did a reaction video to this particular incident. Shouts out to my man Solo. What up with it, bro? And what I want you guys to do is I want to see what you guys think about Abba and Preach's take about it. And we're going to discuss it.
This award show was really kind of a train wreck. There was a chick who was co-hosting it, and they said that she tested positive for the Rona. So let's take a look last night.
I know all of you were looking
I don't know who this
forward
black
to
guy is
seeing
who's hosting it. It's supposed to be country music.
here
No
tonight.
offense. I mean, y'all have hip-hop and basketball. You know what I mean?
She's under the weather,
It's like,
so she couldn't-
just fly with your flock, bro.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And I know exactly what that means.
This award show was really kind of a train wreck. There was a chick who was co-hosting it, and they said that she tested positive for the Rona. So let's take a look last night.
I know all of you were looking
I don't know who this
forward
black
to
guy is
seeing
who's hosting it. It's supposed to be country music.
here
No
tonight.
offense. I mean, y'all have hip-hop and basketball. You know what I
She's
mean?
under the weather,
It's like,
so she couldn't-
just fly with your flock, bro.
So,
I'm not
don't
against
worry.
you, but you're up here being
Just
like, the
like-
melanated people invented country music.
At the CMT,
We was making country music in Wakanda before Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard done stole the black man's country music.
Because you all have, you know, like rock and roll, you know, like the continent of Africa, you know, like hip hop, you know, like our labor, you know, like our images, you know, like Aunt Jemima, you know, like Uncle Ben, you know. No offense.
year
It's
in
like, all right, bro. It's so angry.
He's not even angry. This motherfucker's not even angry. He's just so angry. He's just doing his job. So this is not like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, and yeah, I think he had to apologize for some shit. Don't apologize. Don't apologize.
Oh, you seen this before?
Yeah, I seen this.
I've never seen this.
I seen this.
Okay.
There were so many black people there. Sorry to say, but like so many black celebrities who have nothing.
This is Joe Rogan-ish. If you guys agree that you could see Joe Rogan and Tim Pool and Steven Crowder and, you know what I'm saying, all of those guys, Ted Cruz, Ron DeSantis, sitting around with a bottle of deer blood talking this kind of nonsense, give me a thumbs up in the chat. If you don't, give me a thumbs down.
Nothing to do with country music, and it's like, why? no disrespect to the Funky Brothers of music. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire, Run DMC, etc. But I mean, like, country music's different. Country music's different.
No offense to the funky white people of Hollywood. And when I say funky white people, I literally mean funky white people like Ashton Kutcher and his girlfriend who don't wash their ass. No offense. No offense, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's not Wakanda.
Hi, Patrick Howley. This is
and make sure that you guys understand. This is what white people do. I'm going to go back. Notice how he said this is not Wakanda. Now pay attention to the actor who's in there. He knows exactly who that guy is, but then he turns around and says he doesn't know who he is. Shouts out to my man Maine. What up with it, bro?
The melanated people invented country music.
At the CMT,
We was making country music in Wakanda before Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard done stole the black man's country music. It's like, all right, bro. It's so angry.
He's not even angry. This motherfucker's not even angry.
Now this is what I want you guys to understand. When I'm doing my live streams, like I said, as you guys know, I'm extremely liberal. I'm not a segregationist, none of that. I don't even talk shit about people's dating choices and stuff like that. You know, none of that. I don't do that, right? But when the trolls come in and the trolls come to me with the Patrick Howley energy, that's when I get vile. That's when I get vile. That's when I get extremely nasty and really start saying some fuck shit. Why do I do it? Because this is what they do on a daily basis. This is him being normal. I sound like that when I'm turning up towards somebody being like that towards me. This is the baseline normal sinus rhythm of behavior for the American culture that facilitates an ongoing anti-black white culture. And that's just it. I mean, you're literally looking at it in real time. So now when these people come in and they try to say, well, we don't do that. We don't. I mean, there you go. And again, so that people don't say, well, one white person doesn't speak for all of us. We just looked at this announcer. Then we looked at a YouTube channel that commentates on the genre of country music, and another country singer backed up the behavior by walking out when he saw Beyonce come on stage. So my question is, if I'm wrong, then what's right? If I'm wrong, then what's right? And real quick, ladies and gentlemen, we got 12 likes. If everybody bangs on that like button, we will have 34 likes. So please make sure you guys do that. Take a moment. Make sure you smash that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the bell icon twice.
So angry. He's just doing his job. So this is none like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, and I think you have to apologize for some shit. Don't apologize. Don't apologize.
Oh, you seen this before?
Yeah, I seen this.
I've never seen this.
I've seen this.
Okay.
There were so many black people there, sorry to say, but like so many black celebrities who have nothing to do with country music. And it's like, why? No disrespect to the Funky Brothers of music. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire, Run DMC, etc. But I mean, like, country music's different. Country music's different. It's not Wakanda.
Hi, Patrick Howley. This is called reparation. We had Miley Cyrus for a couple of months. You get us too. All right? There you go. Trade off.
Let's keep it a stack. It's pretty common for award shows to invite celebrities and people who have nothing to fucking do with the genre since forever. Forever. Yeah. I'm used to seeing misplaced celebrity. I stopped watching award shows a long time ago as a result. It's cringy. It's basically like, who's the biggest name we can get? And whether you like it or not, you know, having certain people attracts more folks.
They're trying to get people to watch. That's what it is. That's just what it is.
You don't have to love it. But why are you coming at black folks like they're the ones who made the hiring decision?
It's like...
Neither does white Jesus.
It's not black folks. It's one dude. It's one dude. They ain't got no country music in Wakanda. Wakanda's not a real place, dumb.
I think he knows that.
He knows that.
He knows that. He just wants to be as flagrant as possible with it. Which, hey, you know, that's wild.
That's just stupid. Whatever.
That's
we never said nothing about that. And then this motherfucker, he all angry. He's not even angry. He's just doing his job.
Yeah, there's a whole generation of people who didn't know country music existed until your fucking video. So now there's a bunch of black people like, what's country music? Let me go take a look. And I hope they become the next country stars just to piss you off. I want you to be an old man and just see a bunch of niggas in grills on fucking tractors being like, oh, my pimped out tractor. I hope that happens.
There's some white people with grills doing country right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of white people who started out as rappers and somehow are now country singers. There's that. Post Malone, cough. Kid Rock, who also used to be a Detroit gangbanger who was in a basically foundational Black American gang, cough. There's that. Not to sound too angry or anything like that. I'd hate to scare the shit out of a fucking Chad. You wouldn't want to scare anybody pale. Oops. My bad. You were born that way. Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I
don't know
fuck
shit.
all about
You don't
country,
know fuck shit about
which is why
fuck.
I'm gonna be hosting the next country awards.
Yes,
and I'm very excited.
I agree.
I'll be like, hey
As you
guys, I'm very
should.
happy to be your host. This is Adam from Wakanda, here to infiltrate and take over country spaces.
Melanated.
And it's not gonna be safe from anywhere from me.
That's right.
So what do you know about country in regards to
I know a couple of things about country. I got a country friend. I got a cowboy friend, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
I had to go to his wedding.
Yeah.
Cowboy boots and all.
Uh-huh.
Rifles.
Okay.
I think Ray J should come out with a new sex tape with the Dixie Chicks. Shouts out to Janesta Coleman. What's going on with it, Janesta?
Where? Alberta.
Okay.
Yeah. That marriage didn't last long, but that's a different story.
Yeah. Turns out she found another tractor to ride on.
No comments. Yeah. So listen, it was what it was. And
Okay.
I know a couple of things about country. I had to listen to country with that.
Okay.
Tennessee whiskey.
I have
Now, see, y'all know Abba and Preach to my boys, man. Like I fucks with Abba and Preach. But I'm not, I'm not trying to sound like a hater. Everybody does things different. We'll be talking about this in a bit of a different fashion.
dated a woman before, and I remember we were talking about music, and she said her first favorite music is country. I was like, okay. And first song she played for me, we can go fast or we can go slower. Come on, take a ride on my big green tractor. And
Sounds accurate.
I'm like, this has got to be a metaphor for a stick. It's like, no, it's really a tractor. We can go fast or we can go slower.
Now, what I want you guys to pay attention to, you know what I'm saying, is the way that Abba and Preach are talking around the issue and not really diving headfirst into it with the knife to go right into the bullseye. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's exactly. KO Kid Fit nailed it. He said Abba and Preach got to dance around it because they don't want the amazing Lucas treatment. And see, that's one of the reasons why I ask everybody to make sure that you guys smash that like button, share the video out, make sure you follow me on my other social media, because I'm building up my audience the way I want to build my audience up, and I ain't bending shit for nobody. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm not tap dancing around any issue. There's probably a whole bunch of people that disagree with me as far as my take on Umar Johnson and a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't give two flying fucks. You either like my content and you rock with me and you're mature enough to agree to disagree, or you can kick rocks barefoot. I'm not dancing around a motherfucking thing except for you with chalk outlined around you if you have an issue. And in my opinion, that's how everybody should be. Everybody should be that way. Man, this is the perfect opportunity. Abba and Preach have 1.7 million subscribers. Man, flame these motherfuckers about what they do and what they benefit from and how they perpetuate this bullshit and how this motherfucking shit's not funny. Flame the fuck out of these motherfuckers and flame your audience too. But they won't do it. I don't give a fuck, man. When those motherfucking trolls that come in and be talking shit, we watch your content. I don't give a fuck if you didn't stop watching it. You're going to sit through this verbal ass whooping, motherfucker. Just like how we have to sit through it when we watch and tolerate something because there's some racist white people playing in a movie or something like that. And those motherfuckers are actually racist. I'm just providing corrective therapy. Shouts out to my man Terrence Jackson. What's good with it, bro? So my thing is always keep it 100. Always keep it 100. Always stand on what you believe. I'll say it again. I disagree with the way that people handled that Umar Johnson thing. And like I said, I'm ideologically on the other spectrum. I'm far more liberal than Umar Johnson. I don't care if people like it or not. I think that was a ball dropping. We are everything that was made and everything that everybody said about Umar is shit that has been said in millions of videos that have been made about him. This was an opportunity to put the focus on the people of color trick bag, and not many people did that. I was disappointed by that. You know what I'm saying? I was disappointed by that. I'm more disappointed by that than somebody in a mall safari spotting Umar Johnson talking to somebody that's not black. I mean, we live on a planet with a lot of people that's not black. It's going to happen. It is what it is. Get over it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that support Umar, and there's a lot of people that support Umar's message. And at the end of the day, regardless if you're ideologically the same or not, that's what the fucking code is supposed to do. The code is supposed to be the ultimate unification and the ultimate behavior pattern. So anytime there's a exertion of white supremacy, you know what I mean? That should always be the focus, not focusing on the fact that this motherfucker was showing some woman at the mall a picture in his cell phone. For fuck's sake. To me, that right there, that shows that we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. And again, don't get it twisted. This isn't me saying don't criticize Umar, because are you serious? I can make a whole video about criticisms of Umar ideologically, financially, all kinds of shit. But there's no need. Many people have done that. The point is we always talk about the people of color trick bag. We always talk about the evolution of racism, how now groups of white people act as if they're not white so that they can exert racism and then claim minority. There was a perfect example of that. And there was also a perfect example of how people were like, oh, give her a pass because she's Persian. That also exploits the fact that people don't understand culture. Man, Persia hasn't existed in thousands of years. It's a cultural group now in Iran. And if you look up what kind of people come from Iran, they're classified as Caucasian, which means that they're white. Now, does that have anything to do with, do I feel any kind of way about Umar talking to her? Umar could have took her to the damn movies. Umar could have had a one-night stand with her. I wouldn't have gave a fuck. What I care about is, why was he the focus when there was exertion of people of color trick bag and people didn't say that? That's the fucking issue. People got to stay focused on certain shit. And that right there literally showed how easy it is to get somebody off kilter, off code, and off topic. That is evidence that there's a long way to go. Long way to go. And again, that's just my humble opinion. I could be completely wrong, and somebody could come out with a video and say, Rob, you're wrong, and this, that, and the other. That's just how I feel. My question is, what's wrong with what I'm saying? Am I incorrect? I didn't say that none of the videos that people made about Umar weren't true. My focus is the utilization of language to be deceitful and weaponizing it. Right. And that's what makes Persia, that's what makes Persian an ethnicity, because the language is still there and those people have that cultural link through the language in Iran. That's a fact, Ronan. You remember that, Ronan? You know Sons of Anarchy, bro. You remember when Jackson them was chasing them people, and Jax came into the store, into the ice cream shop, and was like, "We just got into it with a bunch of Persians," and he was like, "Persia hasn't existed in God knows how long, you fucking idiot." You know what I'm saying? Remember that shit? Shouts out to Kareem. What's good with it, bro?
I mean, just because they're white don't mean they don't know about metaphors.
No, I think they know about metaphors, but they really be talking about their tractors a lot.
We can go fast or we can go slower.
No, it might be a metaphor. It might be a metaphor.
I'm pretty sure these motherfuckers were getting spicy.
Yeah, they were getting spicy.
Yeah, they were getting spicy.
It's like horse.
Whores or horses?
Horses.
So like this, as much as I like Abba and Preach, this is all they're gonna do, which is annoying. I don't like when white people are racist and there's black people around and they just start doing that dumbass shit. Like, motherfucker, tell these motherfuckers about themselves. The fuck? Like, it's okay. Do it. This is an article from Blevity. White reporter has a meltdown after seeing black people at country music awards. It's not Wakanda. And I don't know why they said right here in typical racist behavior. They should have said in typical white behavior. Because what needs to be emphasized is that this is the culture. This is their culture. Racism is part of their culture. It's a minority because there's a minority of white people who aren't racist, and the minority, you know, people should talk when people deal with white people who aren't racist, people should overemphasize how amazing it was that they dealt with that because they're a minority. They're rare. They're rare, like blonde and blue eyes. Like, that's the two type of white people that are rare: blonde, blue-eyed, redhead, green-eyed, and non-racist. Those are the three minorities of white people. That's how it should always be talked about. It should never be talked about as if they don't have a culture of racism, when literally every country that has the British connection was formed based on a racist caste system. Because my question is, how am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? So now here it says a right-wing reporter. So of course, a right-wing reporter displayed a toddler-like tantrum on his conservative show because he didn't want to see black people at the Country Music Awards. Now, what I want everybody to understand, again, is if we're going to continue to use that talking point, feminism tricked black women, we can't say that conservatism tricking black men doesn't go hand in hand with that, because again, the conservative people are the ones that black men like to cozy up with as black men profess their love for Trump. And here's how white male conservatives feel about you.
This award show was really kind of a train wreck. There was a chick who was co-hosting it, and they said that she tested positive for the Rona. So let's take a look. Last night,
I know all of you were looking.
I don't know who this black guy is who's hosting it. It's supposed to be country music. No offense. I mean, y'all have hip hop and basketball. You know what I mean? It's like, just fly with your flock, bro. Not against you, but you're up here being like the melanated.
So now this is what conservatives say: fly with your flock, but yet and still you have black men, which we'll be talking about that in an upcoming stream, attempting to cozy up with these people. And when I say these people, I'm not talking about white people in general, because again, there's a minority of white people who are, you know, just regular, normal people, not racist or anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about them. Let's make that perfectly clear for the 90 millionth time for the racist white people who come in and act like that part of their brain doesn't process. You know what I'm saying? And more than likely, he is LGBTQ, because as we all know, those are some of the like, WS is part of alphabet people. WS LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, like, you have to be WS LGBTQ to be involved in that buck breaking and wet mammying and, you know what I'm saying, all of that weird ass shit that only that particular group of people did. Has to get the spotlight. Got to give them the credit. They want credit for how they built society, built it in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
People invented country music.
at the CMT.
We was making country music in Wakanda before Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard done stole the black man's country music. It's like, all right, bro. It's so angry. There were so many black people there, sorry to say, but like so many black celebrities who have nothing to do with country music. And it's like,
so many white people who have so much power on this planet who have nothing to do with humanity. Is anybody gonna say anything about that? I mean, there's a lot of RH negative blood running around. You know what I'm saying? Running shit. Not just running around, running shit. So, I mean, are we gonna talk about that at some point?
why? No disrespect to the funky brothers of music. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire, Run DMC, etc. But I mean, like, country music's different. Country music's different. It's not Wakanda.
There it is right there. It's not Wakanda, y'all. Did y'all know that? It's not Wakanda. White people. This particular sector, this particular group, this particular ideological type of white people, this is who black males, many black males, look up to, want to be like, want to vote for, and have nothing but the best things to say about. In my opinion, that's staunchly embarrassing. And I really wish people would stop. So there's that's all there was there. You know what I'm saying? With that particular article. All right. So now we have another article. All right. And it's an article from Black Enterprise. And we're going to check it out. And real quick, ladies and gentlemen, if everybody can smash that like button. We got 18 likes. If everybody can hit that like button, we'll be up over 20. That would be awesome. And what I want you guys, have you guys been doing what I've been asking you to? When you guys watch other live streams, pay very close attention to the amount of likes that those live streams get, and then pay attention to how many views that they get. Now, the total amount of views is how many views that your content is exposed to. What I want to understand is how is it that there's some videos that get 15, 20,000 exposures and only have 20 likes, and my videos, especially on my other channel, are getting 100, 150 likes, and they're only exposing my shit to 300 to 400 people. I'm trying to figure out how that works. Does that make any sense? So now here says white reporter, despite the fact that there are tons of white rappers that have never been shunned from hip hop, by the way. Let's just make sure that we put that out there. White reporter throws tantrum due to black turnout at a 2020 CMT Music Awards. It's not Wakanda. Here's my question for the black people that turned out at the CMT Music Awards. Why do you all try to constantly get close to racists and be next to racists and cozy with racists? My thing is, this is what I'm saying. This is one thing that I criticize. Why is it that when people like try to pick on people about off-code behavior, why isn't there a distinction of how disproportionately it's racist white people that black people try to get around? Somebody will say, oh, you off code just for having a white friend, and that white person may not be what you would call an ideological racist. Why isn't the focus put on, why do so many black men make videos about how awesome they think Jordan Peterson is? Why can't black men stop singing Trump, who said that the Central Park Five should be executed, their praises? Can anybody make sense of that? So when it comes to that kind of shit, it's the same question that I got to ask about the Umar Johnson shit. What part of the code is that? And that's why when people talk about code, I always ask, okay, well, what is the code? What the fuck is it? Because I don't see one. In order for something to be somewhere, you have to see it in practice. Like, and I don't. Like, why doesn't someone say, what is, like, even Peyton Gendron? I mean, there was motherfuckers running up to him saying, a genius. Why are you like I said, man, like ain't shit wrong with interacting and dealing with and being involved with other people of other races. Why is it the racist ones that motherfuckers are focused on trying to get all up close to and get accepted from? Like, why is that the damn case? Now, here's my question. Do you guys notice that there's a huge disproportionality of that? Like, look at all of the black dudes that call themselves conservative. This is your conservative. This is your brother in arms. You guys are together, rights for men and yada, yada, yada. Like this, there it is right there. I would think that you'd choose better, especially being that a lot of those men really worship Kevin Samuels, who was all about making sure that you choose properly. You're not choosing. Right. Why is it a black man trying to go to a Klan church? Janessa said, I did not watch the music awards. However, did Beyonce show up? Yeah, Beyonce showed up and one of the country singers walked out. You know what I'm saying? Carla said they lie, cheat, and steal. And when that's not enough, kill. Yeah, and even sometimes they just kill for fun. I mean, they kill for sport. It's one of the reasons why hunting is a generational pastime. You know what I'm saying? We're going to practice on the animals so that we're ready for the black people. You know what I'm saying? Go ask those men that killed those less than men, those less than human men that killed Ahmaud Arbery, how often they went hunting. I guarantee you that was one of their favorite pastimes. White reporter throws tantrum due to black turnout at 2020 CMT Music Awards. It's not Wakanda. That's him right there. So everybody, you know, some people would, I mean, there's some people that would literally fall to their knees and pray. You know what I'm saying? They fall to their knees and pray to that man. Oh, Lord. You know what I'm saying? White nationalist reporter Patrick Howley took to his talk show to complain about the amount of black people that showed up to this year's Country Music Awards, with every sentence being more racist than the last. Now, what they should say with every sentence being more cultural than the last, since they don't like racism being associated with their culture, we need to put the emphasis on how that's one of the few things that they culturally developed originally. Like, my thing is, why don't people repeat this stuff? People who claim that they want change, people who claim that they want, you know, to rid the world of these illegitimate systems and different things like that. Why is it that you don't see the effort to do it? It's not that hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Speak Facts Podcast. What's up with it, bro? So now here it says this year's CMT Music Awards fell on April 11th, and they were hosted by Anthony Mackie, a black actor most known for his role in The Falcon. And that's why I said pay attention to who that guy is, because he's in a Marvel movie. You know that these white dorks love Marvel movies, and despite the fact that Falcon has literally always been a black character since he first showed up in the Captain America comic book, white boys are outraged. I mean, let's keep it a buck. Blade was black. Bishop was black. Black Panther was black. Hello, Black Panther is another one that came from the Captain America comic book. Storm from X-Men. War Machine from Iron Man. Like I said, you can't even count on these people to talk about fiction properly. You expect them to tell history properly? Shouts out to Ron DeSantis. Power Man. You know what I'm saying? There's a guy from the Spider-Man comic books called the Prowler. He's a black dude. I mean, Spider-Man is from fucking Hell's Kitchen, New York City. You know what I'm saying? The school for the gifted, Professor Xavier, they all live in New York. The fuck you expect? I think Stan Lee himself is from New York. You know what I mean? You can't even count on these people to tell comic book history right. This motherfucker look like he about crazy. Let me guess, he killed this girl here. Hold on real quick. White North Carolina father sentenced to death after death penalty after torturing and killing 15-year-old black 15-year-old. Is it gonna say is this his daughter? Did you guys hear about this story here? This right here? Hold on real quick. Hold on. Let's take a what do the black authorities say? Let's take a quick commercial, non-commercial break. Hold on. I'm curious about this. Let me see. Why did a black dude volunteer to host the Country Music Awards? What that black dude should have done that was hosting the awards, the dude that played in the Falcon, he should have not hosted the awards and then literally expressed unapologetically why he wouldn't do it. That's what he should have done, in my opinion. What just happened to? I don't know what's going on this damn thing. I'm gonna have to look that up because that didn't look real good. Oh wow, she's his daughter. Man, that's why would you kill your own daughter? Like, man, that's what I'm saying about these motherfuckers, man. Sick bastard. Many nominations and perhaps the most moving performance of the night spotlighted black country artists, something Howley was furious about while reporting the event. I mean, it's very easy and very clear how to trigger white people. So my question for black people is, why don't black people play on those nerves more? Shout out to my man TD Hip Hop Media. TD says, weren't white people mad that he hosted it? Yeah, they were pissed. Just wait. Just wait. Stick around, bro. I don't know who this black guy is hosting it. It's supposed to be country music. The far right pundit started off by saying of Mackie, no offense, I mean, y'all have hip hop and basketball. You know what I mean? Just fly with your flock, bro. So this is the conservatives that many black men want to, you know what I'm saying, have a pat on the fro by. You know what I'm saying? Can you just be my friend? I could talk about conspiracy theories with you. I could talk about January 6th and gun rights. So dumb, broken buck ass up, man. These motherfuckers ain't your friends, dummy. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to RG Titan. What's good with it, bro? In a 1 minute clip, he managed to spew an inconceivable amount of hate. Just when you think he can't possibly say anything more offensive, he leaves you with a jaw dropper. Now, Officer Tatum, Anthony Brian Logan, Candace Owens, you know what I'm saying? The Manosphere will all run to the rescue like 300. Like, you ever seen that movie 300 with that weird ass depiction of Greeks? They'll all run to the front with their shield and say, they're not racist. They're not racist. They're just talking about the community. You will have to fight a million. It'll be a million black man march to uphold these white supremacist talking points before you even get a chance to see, well, damn, what white supremacist said it. It'll be a black wave in front of you fighting to make sure that you don't call their white buddy that they want to be affirmed by a racist. Motherfuckers are genetic fucking cucks with their behavior, man. You know what I'm saying? Fucking embarrassments. This is how you look at the conservative twins. You know what I'm saying? Look at Officer Tatum. This is how your buddies are talking about your stupid asses. The melanated people invented country music, he said mockingly. We making country music in Wakanda before Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard done stole the black man's country music. I mean, you stole everything else. Why not? Like I said, one of the best things that you can always do is talk about what white people did to other groups of people, because, I mean, other groups of people will sit there and tell you that white people didn't do anything, despite all the stuff that they did to us. So we can just remind them of how they fucked your group of people up and use your group of people's talking points to boost our political narratives, our political needs, since none of these people have any testicles. You know what I'm saying? So now let's listen to this again, because I think it's important that people listen to them in their true forms again and again and again and again and again.
This award show was really kind of a train wreck. There was a chick who was co-hosting it, and they said that she tested positive for the Rona. So let's take a look. Last night,
I know all of you were looking
I don't know who this
forward
black
to
guy is
seeing
who's hosting it. It's supposed to be country music.
here
No
tonight.
offense. I mean, y'all have hip hop.
All you have to do is be white and talk like that. You'll have 1 million followers instantly. You'll have 1 million subscribers instantly. You'll have 1 million subscribers on YouTube. You'll have 150,000 on Twitter. You'll have 5,000 Patreons. You'll be loved. You'll be insulated and protected, damn near invincible and bulletproof if you're white and talk like that. And you'll be pretty close to that if you're black and talk like that, because that's a service that they can't do on their own. You know what I'm saying?
In basketball, you know what I mean?
Under the weather,
It's like,
so she couldn't-
just fly with your flock, bro.
So,
Not
don't
against
worry.
you, but you're up here being
Just
like, the
like-
melanated people invented country music.
At the CMT,
We was making country music in Wakanda before Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard done stole the black man's country music.
here in
It's like, all right,
country.
bro. It's so angry. There were so many black people there, sorry to say, but like so many black celebrities who have nothing to do with country music. And it's like, why? No disrespect to the funky brothers of music. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire, Run DMC, etc. But I mean, like, country music's different. Country music's different. It's not Wakanda.
Country music's different. It's not Wakanda. What's that mean? What's that mean? Yeah, they have to know everybody's history so that they can attribute it to themselves, because they don't have any. Their knowledge of self is why they steal everybody else's identity. They keep accounting. You know what I'm saying? But this isn't important to black people, though. You know what I'm saying? What's most important is who Umar Johnson is buying incense from. That's what we need to have our eye on. That's what's going to stop white supremacy. As long as we can make sure that Umar Johnson is interacting with aesthetically appropriate people, we're well on our way to empowerment. You know what I'm saying? Just wait. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And when it does, when it happens, I guarantee you that Umar Johnson will send everybody a postcard. You know what I'm saying? There's many people that didn't even know that this went down because we're busy talking about stupid shit, because stupid shit has been so beneficial, right? You know what I'm saying? So what I want you guys to do is, this is a white content creator right here. All right, this guy, his name is Gramain O'Neal. All right, he's a content creator on YouTube. He's got 30,000 subscribers. Make sure y'all smash that like button and hit that bell so that your boy can get 30,000 subscribers. It'd be a lot harder for me to get 30,000 subscribers because I don't really make people feel good all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't need to feel good all the time. When you're doing shitty, you need to feel shitty. You know what I'm saying? If your body can be wrong at times. Sometimes if your body is incorrect and it detects that you have CO2 instead of detecting oxygen, that's what creates the conditions that cause COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. So people's barometers can be off. People have an incorrect barometer now. They think, despite the fact that they're doing historically shitty, that they should have the privilege of feeling good. Last time I checked, when you're getting your ass beat, you're supposed to feel pain. So there shouldn't be really any celebration or anybody feeling good. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of people that had a tolerance, and there's not a lot of people that are mature enough to understand that and bear through it in order to, you know what I'm saying, get to the prize, which is one of the reasons why you see the boat stuck in the middle of the ocean. You know what I'm saying?
Where do we go when we're dreaming?
Some country music listeners are still dreaming of a world where Black people don't exist. Harsh, but true. Monica, who performed alongside Jimmy Allen and Little Big Town at the 2022 CMT Music Awards, is hitting back at racist Patrick Hawley.
There were so many Black people there, sorry to say, but like so many Black celebrities who have nothing to do with country music. And it's like, why?
Yeah, you're not sorry to say. An apologetic racist is still a racist. So yeah, I don't know who Patrick is. I don't know what organization he works for. I didn't bother to look that up because I didn't want to give him or his organization the traffic.
No disrespect to the funky brothers of music. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire, Run DMC, etc.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have two Black artists on your playlist? Oh, my comments are out of alignment. Jeez. Well, neither one is Monica. So she wrote on Instagram, I've never been more motivated. Patrick Hawley, although your feelings are likely shared by some, it's not by the masses.
Country music's different. Country music's different. It's not Wakanda.
Monica writes that Patrick should get used to her because her performance of Little Big Town and Jimmy Allen was the first of many times you will see me. I see you caught that my skin is melanated, but you missed that it was tough. I'm rooted in the word and built to last. See you soon, or should I say, welcome to Wakanda. Monica says she's working on a country music album with some of these genres heavyweights. CMT showed
out of everyone who said something back, it's this white guy and Monica. I just want y'all to let that marinate.
their support, commenting on her post, "We love you. Your performance at the show with Jimmy Allen.
I'm glad you enjoy it, Janesta.
And we can't wait for the new music you've got coming soon." The sad thing is, and I've said this before, the country music award shows are way more inclusive than what really drives the industry, country radio. Like, I had asked the question about the lack of white females being played on country radio. I've been asking that question for more than 5 years. So, I mean, if country radio can't even get past its sexism, when is it ever going to talk about its racism? So, yeah, I don't know how long that's going to take. So, yeah, it's a sad state of affairs in country music. So they have a lot to change, a lot to change. Yeah, what do you think of Monica calling out this racist guy? Oh, yeah, and by the way, to say no offense, sorry to say, no disrespect, no, you know you're causing offense. And no, you know you're causing disrespect. And yeah, you're not sorry to say. You're still a racist through and through. Yeah, what do you think of Monica calling him out?
I'm not mad at this white dude. I'm not mad at that dude. You know what I'm saying? My question for you guys is, what do you guys think about that? I find it fat. And like I said, I mean, where was the black men to say anything about that? It was Monica and a white dude that said something. And I think that was, I mean, I don't have no problem with that video that white dude did. I mean, it's not the video that I would have done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are watching the video that I would have done, but we're different. I don't expect a white person to call out white racism in the exact same way that I would call it out. But I didn't think that he did a bad job, though. I don't think that video was problematic in any way. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I'm with you, man. 100%. I'm not mad at him either. As a matter of fact, he's actually the most appropriate person to be saying that kind of shit. Because if more motherfuckers was like him, you'd have a better legacy of acknowledging and dealing with the issues that you created. He kind of like he didn't cut any corners, in my opinion. Like, he went directly in the best that he could. I don't expect him to go in on that the way that I would. For a white dude, I don't think he did a bad job. You know what I'm saying? I would be pleasantly surprised if the average white person gave half of that energy when they see or experience or when they see or witness racism. If a motherfucker gave half of that, you know what I'm saying? So there's that. So, ladies and gentlemen, players and pimps, it gets more and more weird as we go. Because this next stream that I have planned for you guys is completely and utterly insane. I guarantee you that you've never seen anything like this. I put money on it. You've never, ever seen anything like this. Okay. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Don't move a muscle. Give me about 5 minutes. We'll be right back up and running, talking about an absolutely insane situation. You know what I'm saying? If you guys enjoy the content, make sure that you guys smash that like button. If you guys would like to support the channel, y'all already know what to do. Hit that link in the description box. All right. And I will see you all in a few. All right. Peace.